All right, welcome to the tour of the VBS website template. So what we're going to do today is just take a little tour of the VBS website, kind of show you how it works, how it functions, and those kind of things, and tell you about some of the features. Again, this website is 100% customizable. It is 100% free. It's just something I've been able to do and build over the years and develop. And it's just a way for me to allow churches to maybe reach kids and families that they may not normally be able to reach, and hopefully in the end, bottom line, lead them to Christ. So that's why I do this. It's been a ministry I've been doing for 6 or 7 years now. If you've never customized one of our websites, it typically takes between 30 minutes to an hour. If you've done it on a regular basis, you can usually get one of these done in about 30 minutes. So let's take a little bit of a tour of the website. First of all, let me tell you, search engine optimization is built into the website. So there is keyword phrasing that's within the code, which you don't see here on the page, but it's actually built into the code of the page. We also have this here. This is called a header tag. This tag essentially allows the search engine to find phrases that people might be searching. So if somebody, for example, around my community was searching VBS in Fountain Hills, more than likely my website's going to be the first website that pops up. Ideally, unless you are in a very large city like a Chicago or a Los Angeles or a Dallas, more than likely, if you're in a smaller community or a mid-sized community, if someone searches VBS and your community name, your website is going to come up first, if not in the top 5. So I built all of that in. It's naturally done through the customization process. There's nothing that you have to do. It's a very, very simple process to do that. This website is also what is called responsive. So that simply means that it responds to the size of the screen and the type of device that's viewing it. So if you're looking at this website on a tablet or a smartphone, it actually responds to that. So if you see, I'm going to shrink it down, and you can see the website automatically shrunk itself. And if I shrink it down even more, you can see that it changes, and it now gives me a drop-down menu for me to select the navigation here. So it takes all of this information and puts it in one column as opposed to 2 columns. So you can see how this essentially works. So again, it's what's called a responsive website. Even if somebody takes their tablet and turns it vertical, the website will respond to that. So let me get it back to full screen here. So again, it's a responsive website, so it's completely compatible with just about every single mobile device that's out there. Apple, Android, you name it. It's very highly compatible. So really anybody can use the website no matter what type of device or computer they're using. So that's just a basic overview, but let's get in and look at some of the pages. So the first one I'll show you here is the student registration page. It basically gives you pretty much everything that you're going to need to know about a typical student. And did you attend last year? How did you hear about the VBS? Date of birth, first name, last name, you name it. Pretty much we have it in here. Unless you are a web designer, I'm not going to have you change any of this. More information is always better. But if there's something you absolutely have to have, you definitely want to consult a web designer before you go and add fields to this form. But again, that's really not something most people will ever be dealing with, and that's not something I would ever recommend anyone to do anyway. So essentially what happens is somebody fills out this form, type in all of their information, and when they hit submit, essentially what it does, it takes all of that information, converts it into an email, and emails it to you. And from there you can use whatever process, spreadsheet, however you track your registrations. You can take that information and process it in whatever system or program that you use. You can also, it also simultaneously, when it emails you the information, it emails the person who registered. It sends to this email address, whatever email address they use here. It tells them thank you for registering. It puts the child's name in there. And then it puts in the details about your VBS, the location, the dates, the times, the age, the cost, and who they would need to contact if they have any questions. So not only does it email you, it also emails the person that registers, essentially a confirmation email that their child is registered for your VBS. All right, you have the volunteer registration page, and this functions exactly the same as the student registration. Here, volunteers can sign up actually for multiple positions. They just hold down the control key and then click. Well, it gives them nice, easy instructions there. Then they type in their information, and again hit submit, and it submits that information. Again, emails you whatever information they chose, but also emails them, thanking them for volunteering. Puts in all of this information here. It actually excludes the ages and costs because typically that doesn't matter for a volunteer, but it does give them location, dates, and times. And then the last page here, the last main page we have, is the VBS resources page. This page is just simply a resources for the VBS. It gives at the top it has a student registration button and a volunteer registration button, but it also has in here a summary of each day. So it has the icon that goes with that day's VBS, gives the stories that will be taught, the main point that's being taught that day, and then the Bible verses that go along with that. There's a summary for each day. There's 5 summaries, so typically most VBSs are a 5-day VBS. And then down here in the next section we have the music. Now we put all of the songs on here for each VBS. However, we only put the first 45 seconds just to protect those who created the music. But you just hit play, and you can control volume here. As you can see, it's very sensitive. You can also watch the lyrics. So you can see how that works. It's nice and simple, nice and easy. All of this is already pre-built into the website, so you don't have to do any of this work. All of the artwork, everything is all done. Simply, really all you're putting in is your church's information, your VBS's information, the dates, times, and all that kind of information, and it will customize it into the website for you. Here we have all of the different logos for the VBS. Again, so you can look black and white logo. We also have the daily logos that you can look at there. So again, a very nice, simple, easy process. So this is just what we call the VBS resources page. Just gives an overview of the VBS, allows your volunteers to see what's going to be taught each day, what Bible stories are going to be taught, lets them listen to the music, at least preview the music, learn some of the songs and those kind of things. And then the last button really is a contact us button. All that really does is it jumps down to the bottom of the page where the contact information is, gives your church's information, phone number, and email address. The one thing I do want to let you know is, again, this is 100% customizable. There are 3 training videos that you watch, typically between 30 minutes to an hour. You can have this done. You don't need any computer skills really whatsoever. You just really watch the videos. There's a program you have to download and install called Microsoft Expression Web that we recommend to customize the website. But other than that, it's just extremely simple. Really anyone without any kind of computer skills can do this. And then from there, it's really handing it over to whoever handles your church's website and allowing them to upload it to a subdirectory within your church's website, or they could even create a standalone website where you could just make up a domain name and upload it to that domain name. So you could have mychurchvbs.com and upload it to that. So it can be a standalone site, but it can also be a site within another site. So hopefully that answers all your questions. You can get more information at freetimewebdesign.com. Again, it's all free. You can also email us at vbs@freetimewebdesign.com if you have any questions. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy the template.